Alright, hello and good morning. Let me turn the camera a little bit. I'm gonna go off of the usual stuff I post, and do a cooking video. It is currently 7:06. Cody is at work, and this is gonna be kind of a combination lunch dinner kind of thing. He usually gets home for lunch around 11:45-ish, give or take. Hopefully it's done by then. If not, he can have a sandwich, and then we'll just have this for dinner. But whatever we don't eat when he comes home for lunch, we will have tonight for dinner. It's gonna be a recipe that I found on Facebook. It's cheesy ham and hash browns, and it's made in the Crockpot. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I'm using the pre-shredded cheese from the store. I'm using a little bit of sharp cheddar, a little bit of mild cheddar. It also calls for cream of chicken soup. If you have a recipe for cream of chicken soup and you want to use it and not the canned stuff, that's fine. You do you. Use whatever kind you want. It also calls for ham. Cody and I got 2 packets of this kind of ham. It's like the pre-sliced ham. It's all, biscuit sized. That'll all get cut up. And then it also calls for an onion and a bag of shredded hash browns. So, without further ado, let's get started. In this bowl, I'm going to measure out approximately half a cup of shredded sharp cheddar, and then approximately half a cup of shredded mild cheddar. I will see you again whenever I get that portioned out. Alrighty, here's what that's looking like so far. I have both the sharp and mild cheddar in this bowl. Now I am gonna start chopping up the ham. I don't remember if I mentioned it already or not, but the recipe called for ground black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. It also called for salt, but because I'm going to be adding so much ham, I'm not going to add quite as much salt as the recipe called for. I'm just going to add about half of what it calls for. So while I struggle to get this ham open and get it cut up, I am going to pause the video, and I will be right back after I get all the ham cut up and added to one of these other bowls. Alright, so I have it cut up, but I had to use both of these bowls. I thought I was just going to be able to fit it in one, but it turns out I needed 2. So, next on the list is the onion. I am going to be using a white onion for this recipe. The recipe didn't specify whether it needed to be a red onion, white onion, yellow onion, green onions. It didn't specify. It just said small onion. So I grabbed a white onion, and it's gonna get cut up like the ham did. I'm gonna start by cutting the ends off, and then I'm gonna take the papery part off of the outside, as well as the first actual layer of the onion. I always hate chopping onions because they make my eyes water, which they make everybody's eyes water. You know, I'm not special in that aspect. They make everybody's eyes water, but mine are gonna be watering for the next 2 days. No matter how well I wash my hands, you know, my hands are gonna smell like onions for the next few days, and they're still gonna give my eyes a fit anytime I rub. Freya, you need to go lay down. Yeah, Freya's in here, you know, looking to see what I'm doing. Alright. There's a little section here that looks kind of off a little bit. I'm sure it's fine, but it's gonna bother me if I don't, you know, at least try to cut it out. Oh goodness, it's already starting. Anyways, I am gonna pause the video again and get this chopped up, and then I'll be right back. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay, so the onion's chopped. I'm trying not to rub my eyes because I have onion juice all over my hands. Now, all I have to do, move that to the side. Move this over. And I have to get my big bowl. Hopefully this is big enough, because, I don't know where any of the bigger bowls are. Okay, so with the recipe that I'm going off of, it's a crockpot recipe. You throw everything together, put it in the crockpot. Simple as that. You need a 30-ounce bag of the shredded hash browns. And, you know, my hands are clean other than having the, onion juice on them and all that. So, it's not gonna hurt me or my fiance for me to, kind of hurry everything out of the bag. Get out of there. Okay. There we go. Oh, goodness. Oh, I want to rub my eyes so bad, but I can't. Alright, next, add everything in. There's one half of the ham, the other half of the ham, and I'm gonna run out of room. I swear this is all cut and sliced and stuff. It's just, I didn't break it up very well before putting it in the little bowls. Okay, I'm gonna go for 2 seconds. I'm gonna switch this into a bigger bowl, put everything else in, mix it, and then I'll be back because I'm almost out of time. Alright, a few minutes later, this is what it's looking like. With just the 1 can of cream of chicken soup, the 1 10-ounce can, that wasn't enough. So I took half of a 26-ounce can and added that, and now it has enough. So now I'm gonna meet you over at the Crockpot. Alright, here we are. We're gonna do high for about 3 to 4 hours, and then we're gonna check it and make sure that it's done. If not, it'll stay on high for a few more minutes. Thanks for watching. Come back later for the results.